So here in this session we will see the built-in functions to check, get, set and delete class attributes. What are those? Built-in functions to check, get, set and delete class attributes. In our syllabus we are having next topic, the third unit, that is built-in functions to check, get, set and delete class attributes. What are those methods? First, if I want to check whether that element or a variable available in the class or not, that we can check by using hasattribute method. Hasattribute method, that is having two parameters. First one object name, then attribute name. The second one is set attribute, or that is get attribute, right? Okay, get attribute. Get attribute having object name and attribute name. Third one, set attribute. Set attribute having three parameters. Those are object name, attribute name, then attribute value, means variable value. Okay, next, fourth one is delete attribute, delattr, delete attribute function, which is having object name comma attribute name, so that we can delete that variable. Okay, so these we will see one by one. So first we need to know about hasattribute function. So by using this hasattribute function, we can check if an object possesses the attribute or not. Next one is get attribute. We are having two parameters, object name and attribute name. It returns the value of the named attribute of an object. If not found, it returns the default value provided to the function. Next one is set function. So by using this set function, in set attribute function, we can set the value of the attribute of an object. The fourth one is delete attribute. Delete attribute function. By using this function, we can delete an attribute, deletes an attribute. Okay, so now we can see that example so that you can understand clearly. Go to ideally, so create another program, new. First one is what? Hasattribute function, right? So now I am creating one class name is person. So the person having attributes or data members, age and name. Age is 23 and name is Shiva. Now I can create object for the person P equal to the class name, object name P, then class name is what? Person. Okay, so the class name is person. Now object name is P. Now by using hasattribute function, I'm trying to know whether that attribute available or not. That returns true or false, right? So that's what I'm trying to print by using print function. So within this, I'm giving some message, some statement, person has age. Person has age or not, that I'm trying to print true or false. How we can do? By using as attribute, attr, as attribute, all are small letters only, as attribute of, so we are having two parameters, right? First one is what? Object name, comma, object name is what? P comma, then I'm trying to check age attribute or there or not. So now I'm checking age. So age is available, so it returns true. Then we will get output as person has age, true. Okay, that output we will get. Next, I'm trying to check another attribute, that is salary. So here in this class, do you have salary attribute? No, right? But I'm trying to access. Now I'm saving this program as attribute function example. So now I'm trying to access. We'll see what output we will get. Control S F5. See what will be the output. Now I can close, then press F5. You can see output. Person has age, true, returns true. Salary, no, right? In this example, there is no salary attribute in the class. Age attribute we are having. That's why it returns true here. That's why it returns false here. Got the point? Next example is file new I'm taking. So another example for get attribute. You know, get attribute, by using get attribute we can return the value of named attribute of an object. If it is not found, it returns default value provided to the function. Okay, I am taking one example, class student having attribute marks equal to 90, then name equal to Sivaram. Okay, then I created object for this student class. So how, like some reference stu, then class name. So after that I'm trying to access that value, then I'm storing in one variable that I can print. So I'm trying to access name. How I can access? What is the method name? Get attr, get attribute function we are having. So first parameter is what? Object name. Second parameter attribute name. Attribute name is what? Name. Okay, now I'm storing in one variable called name, right? Now I'm trying to print this one. Here is a print of name. Next one, marks I am trying to access. Marks equal to getattr of student object name, then marks. Okay, attribute name. So now I can print these marks also, which are stored in marks variable here. Got it? Save this program. This is example for getattr. Then you can run by pressing F5 shortcut. See here, I can access variables which are available here by using getattr method. Got it? So by using this getattr, we can access the values. That means it returns the values of named attribute of an object. If not found, it returns the default values provided to the function. Okay, that points you can remember. The next example is what? Setattr function. The same example I am trying to change here. Instead of get, I can change set. So this set attribute function having how many parameters? How many parameters we have? 3 parameters. First one, object name. Second one, attribute name, that means variable name. Next, variable value. One. Okay. Now I am trying to access, means I can print these values. How I can access? By using object name dot operator. You should use one more as name. If you want to access the marks, first we need to set the values for the marks, then you can write it. Okay, already we have. If you are adding, we are setting the values, mean that we can get it. Okay, so by using setattr, I'm trying to set the values to student object. The attribute name is what? Marks. Then marks are some 98 something, some value. Then print that marks. How I can access? Object reference, object name dot marks. Got it? So now we can see output. Which output we can get? Control S, already saved. F5. Got it? Hanuman and 98. Hanuman and 98. Okay. So if you are not mentioning, if you are trying to access by using get, so we'll get these default values. Got it? If you are using setter method, you can access set values, present values, which are we have also added here. By using this object reference, we can set the values, we can access that values. How we can access? Object name dot attribute name. That is the use of setattr function. Next function name is what? Delete attribute. For this I am taking another example. What is the use of delete attribute function? We can delete the attributes. Now I am taking one class. Coordinate class. Within that I am having x value, that is 10, y value that is negative value -5, then z value that is 0. Now within this I am creating object for this. So object name I am giving 0.1 equal to class name. What is the class name here? Coordinate. Coordinate is the class name, right? Next, here I am printing the values. Print of x equal to, means I can give within the double quotation, x equal to comma 0.1 dot x. Same way I am trying to print three values. Those are x, y and z. Right? After that I am deleting attribute by using delattr function. Delattr of, what are the parameters we have? There are two parameters. Those are class name. I am writing class name, comma, then attribute name. Attribute name z. I am trying to delete this one. After deleting that attribute, I will print some statements, remaining attributes. So for understanding, after deleting the attributes are after deleting z attribute, remaining attributes I can print of x value, x equal to reference is what? 0.1 dot x. Next 0.1 dot y, that is y value, right? Y. Next, if I am trying to access print of z value, control Z, control V, directly I can write. So if I am trying to access z value, in this case we will get exception. Okay, in this case we will get error, that we can see. First we will execute this program, control S and F5, x, y and z value. Even though we are getting some error, control S, attribute we should mention in this way. Okay, control S, F5. Now you can see the output, x value 10, y value -5, z value 0. After deleting z value by using delete attribute function, we are getting only x and y values. If I am trying to access z value also, what will happen? You can see I'm trying to access get value. Get value already deleted, right? By using delete attribute. So then how we can execute? Then it will throw error, right? Now we can see that output also. In the module, you can see that. So attribute error will get, that is coordinate object has no attribute z, because z has deleted already. Got it? So in this way we can check, get, set and delete the class attributes. This is the syntax. Okay, got the point? So that's all about today's session. We'll meet in the next session.